Gentlelady yields back. Chair recognizes for 5 minutes Mr. Veasey.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's been interesting listening to this discussion, and it's good that we're having this discussion. Obviously, as the world continues to look for alternatives, and not just the U.S. and the world, and I think that when we have this discussion, that we shouldn't be looking so inward, and that was one of the things that worries me. We've heard China mentioned a lot in this discussion, and we should be mentioning China a lot in this discussion about as electric vehicles sales surged worldwide last year, about a 55% increase. It was China that led the way. And I know that these vehicles are certainly more popular in some parts of our country than they are in certain parts of other countries. And there are good reasons why an electric vehicle may not be right for them at this time. But I think that regardless of where one may fall in this discussion, that we really need to look for a way how we can move this discussion away from the sort of black and white issue and the black and white way that we discuss it, and really look at it as a very complex matter that it is. Because I can tell you that England, France, the rest of Europe, India, which is a huge growing market, we do not want them looking 100% towards China for this product that's going to roll more and more, not just on American roads, but roads around the world. We want to make sure that the rest of the world can look towards the United States of America as they have for so many other technologies, whether it's defense or whether it's just for everyday common use like a vehicle. And we really do need to figure out some sort of way how we can get the discussion to move into that territory, because if not, they will supply the rest of the world, and it doesn't matter. You can scare them with, oh, the Chinese are going to put devices in your cars to be able to monitor you and be able to gather biometrics and things like that about you in these vehicles that they sell. And the Chinese and the Communist Chinese Party definitely would do things like that. But I can tell you that people in Europe aren't going to care, people in India aren't going to care, and the big three will no longer be the leaders when it comes to supplying cars for the world. The Chinese will have whatever the version of the big three look like if we don't take this seriously. And so we need to figure out, Madam Chair, how we can start having some real serious discussions about this. And again, when it comes to this particular product, instead of being so inward, we really do need to look out. Thank you very much.
Gentleman yields back. Chair, for what purpose does Mr. Crenshaw seek recognition?